Lamar Jackson is the MVP of the league. The numbers don't tell the whole story. Several times tonight, he's shown himself to be Zach. We said this. No quarterback is asked to carry a load like Lamar Jackson. He's, for the most part, we already know he's the quarterback, so we know he's their passing game. But he's also the engine of their running game. And even though what did he have tonight? He only had 45 yards. They only had, you look at it, Ocho, they only had 26 carries. They had 26 carries for basically 102 yards. And a lot of that was a scramble. You remember he had that long 30-yard run.
That was a nice one.
Right before the half, they ended up getting him in field goal range. And so, but yeah, we understand what's asked of Lamar on a weekly basis. Very few, because no other quarterback, can run like the top quarterback. Obviously, Justin Fields has legs like he has, but Justin Fields, that situation is what it is. But of the top quarterback, the Burrows, the Mahomes, the Herberts, the Dak, Tua, none of them is asked to shoulder a load.
Yeah,
like
and the
Lamar.
funny thing, what I really like what they've done for Lamar, and they can even improve it more, is the supporting cast that they put around him to take the onus and the load off of his shoulders on not having to run, which is why I like the fact that he's now becoming what I like to consider more of a complete passer, because you have receivers that can actually get open in 1v1 situations.
Yes.
You ain't got to scheme everybody, because you ain't gonna be able to scheme people open all the damn time. You guys,
and we're gonna talk about this a little later with the other team that we talked about. And what I tell you, Ocho, them Chiefs.
Listen. Did you see an offside today? I'm just asking you. Did you see an offside offensive today?
Yes.
Got one more question. Did you see a drop ball today? Yes. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
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 But the NFL, you see what happened, Ocho, is that all the teams started sending the offside plays in. Ocho, they've called more offsides on offensive wide receivers this year than I can recall.
Listen,
I don't remember that many calls in my 14-year playing career.
Do
you remember?
Honestly, no. And the fact that it was brought to our attention when the Chiefs had Kadarius lining up off sides, not everybody, they opened the floodgates for it to be called every single time. And you know what I like to do? And you know what's funny? You know what I like to do? And I can say it now because I'm not playing no more. I like to cheat the ball a little bit. I like to cheat the ball a little bit. Just a tad bit, because I know the ref's not going to call it. It's not like egregious, completely offsides.
Right.
I like to get a little edge, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, maybe my face mask is on the ball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna block. I'm not gonna block his view. You just can't block his view. His face mask, he still can look down the line and see the ball.
Yep.
Yes. And hold up, Red Hood. You disappoint me thinking Brock Purdy is as good as Lamar Jackson and thinking he's elite and
I don't like what before you even answer him, I hate the comparison of quarterbacks. I hate the comparison of quarterbacks for the simple fact everything is stat based, for one, rightfully so, as you always tell me, because numbers don't lie. But the skill sets are complete.
They don't tell the whole story
but the
though.
Skill sets between Brock Purdy and Lamar Jackson are completely different.
Yes,
completely different.
Ocho. Remember when they was having this early on when he beat the Cowboys? I was one of the only analysts that said Brock Purdy isn't elite. Right.
Hey, they was on your head. They was on your head about that too. They was on your head.
Yes. But here's the thing: they got to see. They don't want to listen to what I have to say. They just want to take snippets of he said this over here, he said that over there. I never said Brock Purdy was elite. As a matter of fact, I was one of the few that said he wasn't elite. Second of all, just because someone is playing good, that doesn't make them better. You can have a better year than a quarterback and not be a better player. What is so hard to understand about that, Ocho? There are a lot of people that won MVP during Michael Jordan tenure. Does that mean they were better players or they had a better year? That's okay. Same thing with LeBron. Same thing with Kobe. Y'all got to stop this. See, y'all trying to paint this picture now. None of y'all jumped and said, Shannon, thanks for supporting Lamar, because when everybody else was telling him to switch positions and go play wide receiver, I was the one that said I saw the man win the Heisman Trophy, throwing the ball
at the quarterback position.
I believe he could at the quarterback position. I believe he can do that in the NFL. When he was for the MVP, I remember his first playoff game against the Chargers. They were still in San Diego then, and they lost, and he didn't play well. I said, God, the guy's a rookie, and he's not right now able to throw the ball well enough in order to win. And what did he do? He came back, and from start to finish, he was the MVP. 36 and 6, 36 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. I roll with him, but they disregard all that. But see, what y'all want, Baltimore, and I'm going to go ahead and say it. See, y'all got a problem with me. Y'all don't want me to critique black players. As long as I'm critiquing the white players, because when I was at Baker Mayfield and Tony Romo and all those white guys next, y'all didn't say S-H-I-T. But now, if Lamar Jackson plays good, I got no problem. If Dak plays good, I got no problem. But I cannot in good conscience know the game like I know it. Played it 14 years. And now study it as if I'm a coach. See something that's going on. I told y'all from day one, the Cowboys concerned because of red zone offense. And what happens when the defense don't get pick sixes? Oh, now all of a sudden, man, Aunt was right. But that's not what you said at the time. You said I was a hater. When I told you from day one about the Chiefs offense, the skill position, and the offensive line, shut up. And what did I say, Ocho, remember? Man, if Valdez-Scantling had to hold that ball, I said, Ocho, you got to be careful. Because, see, if you base somebody's offense on one play, look at it at its totality. Look how many times they dropped the ball. Look how many times Patrick Mahomes had to run for his life just to find somebody that was open or take off running. Man, y'all stop this. I ain't got no agenda against Lamar. Yes, I played for the Ravens. This is how it works. I played for the Ravens. I played my ass off for the Ravens. I was fortunate enough, helped them win a Super Bowl. Now I'm an analyst. What is so hard to understand about that? Just like I critiqued the Broncos. Played 12 years for them. I'm not going to stop, guys. I don't care what y'all say, how many times y'all said, I hate Lamar, I got an agenda. I do have an agenda to be the best at what I do. And none of y'all, nobody that's in this chat know more football and can break it down and analyze the game like I can. So y'all use y'all criteria to how y'all critique and grade players, and I'm going to use mine. Take off, Ocho.
Well, it's hard to follow up behind a sermon like that. It's hard to follow up behind a sermon like that. But listen, I understand where people are coming from. I see I'm on both sides of the coin, obviously. I think people think more emotion they think more with emotion and being a fan.
Feelings aren't facts, though.
Emotions and being a fan of obviously the team and the player. So they want it to be one way. They want your views to be aligned with theirs. And when they don't align with theirs, then there's a problem. Oh, you don't like this person, or you're hating on this person. But again, you have a job to do. The criteria in which you judge and critique people is much different than those who are actually fans of the player and fans of the team. And people have to understand that.
Yes. Marcus Hosey, calm down, Uncle's a Raven fan. You've been fair with your critique. Appreciate that, Marcus. I like to think I'm always fair, but I just got to call it like I see it. It is. And I know it's hard to understand. I was the first one to say about the Eagles. Y'all didn't want to hear me. Y'all called me a hater. Eagle fans called me a hater. I say you don't run the ball. Jalen Hurts is turning the ball over too much, and your defense don't get to the quarterback, and you don't take the ball away. So if you give it away and you don't take it away, and you can't possess the ball to keep your defense off the field, you're going to be in trouble, and you're not going to look as powerful and as potent as you did last year. We're the best team in the NFL, but never fully healthy. JK's been gone. Mark is gone. Staley is part-time left tackle, and we still find ways. That's because of Harbaugh. That's because the Ravens don't make excuses. I mean, when I went there in 2000, you play like a Raven. It doesn't matter who's in the ball game. You play hard. And that's what John Harbaugh, I can honestly say, those guys are going to play hard. Think about the great players that's come and gone. From Jonathan Ogden to Ray Lewis, Suggs, Ed Reed. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in the lineup. It's what you have, the uniform that you have on. You have on that purple and black. Or you have on that white and purple. Well, we know who we are. We know what we represent. The standard is the standard. You play to a level no matter who's in the game, no matter who you play. And that's why the Ravens have been able to find success no matter who's in the ball game. They don't always win. You're not going to win them all. But if you play hard and you play for the man next to you, you're not going to have a problem.